I'm Penny Jones. I'm a research director with 451 Research. I cover the multi-tenant data center market across Europe. I think there's lots of innovations being developed right around the world. You see a lot being developed in the States, for example, but even other European countries. Everybody has different and unique challenges when it comes to building data centers, or every region does. We see a lot of innovations right across Europe. I guess here in Scandinavia, they do have the benefit of being able to work with renewable energies, particularly hydropower if you're looking to the north here, but also wind power, for example. But they also have the key benefit of an existing infrastructure, maybe district heating that already runs through, offering opportunities for those sort of technologies to be taken into the data center. I think it's interesting that the mayor of the city here in Stockholm said that the future of cities will be actually built around data centers. That is interesting because we're actually seeing the opposite at the moment. It's the data centers moving further into the city. If you see what a lot of co-location operators are doing, trying to supply what we term near-edge services, so not the data centers at the bottom of the mobile tower masts, for example, or in the office. We're talking about co-location facilities where enterprises might go to connect to services, or CDNs or other providers might go to distribute content, for example. Then we're actually seeing more of a concept where they're actually being placed in key connectivity hubs, which happen to be those central locations anyway. Coupled with maybe larger DR sites or processing sites sort of outside of the city centre. So I think we're starting to see this more distributed nature of data centre build-outs take place again. Whether cities will be built around them, maybe we will see connectivity hubs start to grow cities. We've seen that in Loja in the north of Sweden, for example, where we've seen the entry of Facebook really start to create its own ecosystem, maybe the supply chain that's feeding that data center and the skills and resources going into it. I think when we look at reusing waste heat, for example, or feeding it into district heating and other initiatives, it is happening here in Scandinavia at a larger scale because the infrastructure has existed here. But it's something that we're seeing the hyperscale cloud providers demand of their own data center providers. No matter where you go, sustainability is a concept that is quite high up on the agenda. The difference is that maybe on enterprise agendas, sustainability is a little bit higher in Scandinavia, so we're seeing them be first movers in terms of looking at renewable concepts. I mean, I think for any market it's about being able to showcase what you have and the maturity of the data center providers within that market and what their train of thought is. I mean, the value can go way beyond just reaching those at the event. I mean, as I'm talking here in a video, this could be watched by people all around the world and companies that might be considering a location such as Stockholm in the future.